Yep, you're good. You are now recording. And you guys can all stand up and follow me. We're going to take care of our sledge line first. It's obviously a lot smaller. It's about 440 feet. And it's just a lot nicer than walking through a truck. The harnesses are going to feel a lot better when your feet are all that extra fabric will come. One at a time. I can take the first group of 2 first. So 4 total, and then last group of 2, you guys will go down with me. Okay? I'll take whoever wants to go first. Perfect. We're gonna walk all the way to the very end.
So whatever you want to see, point your head that way.
Okay.
Okay. You want to look over in the middle. When you get over the middle, you want to look over the valley. Turn your head over the valley. Then you can look forward.
Okay.
See where you're going. Hey Grace, have a good time. If you get a picture of me sitting there, your mother will be very happy.
Okay.
Want to go next?
Sure.
Come on out. I'm going to tether you in. We're going to go right here, okay? As you step onto the platform, again, just watch your head on that trolley. You have the helmet to help you anyways. That added protection. Ah, the sun decided to join us. Right, go and have a seat. Yeah, right. Of course, it's right when we're just here chilling. Perfect. Awesome.
All good though? You good? Alright,
Step on
make sure you're good.
Again, just watch your head on the
Alright, play dog.
Perfect, that's back there.
I gotta tell you some crazy ass shit, bro. I already know this is gonna be
Awesome, you can go and have a seat for me.
I don't know if you
I'm gonna tighten this up for you. Just
there's our friend
down. Very many animals we're looking up later on.
this younger.
And the bird will more than likely be underneath you. It's a weird feeling.
My son is girlfriend find this up stupid.
Alrighty, so as you guys are heading down, just make sure that your legs are uncrossed and shoulder width apart as you land. They can be in whatever position is comfortable for you up until that point. You can hold on to the black strap, spreader bar, whatever's easiest for you, and just listen to your landing cruise instructions when you get down there. Alright, riders on lanes 1 to 4, put ready for launch at pledge. Alright, riders on lanes 1 to 4, put ready for launch at pledge. 10, 4, stand by for launch. Yeah, it got very warm all of a sudden. Alright, I'm going to go underneath your left arm and remove your tethers. And I'll count down for you, okay? Ready? We go 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1.
Okay?
Yep.
All right.
That was fun.
Fine.
you guys think of that first one?
That was good.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright, help you down from there.
Yep.
Alright.
So bring your arms to the
Let me get down here from here so we can get on to the next zipline. We'll have you do is put your feet on that second step if you can. And then reach forward towards here, this part of the ladder, and just try to grab onto here. Stand up straight as the go. There you go. Perfect. Flip you. And then just walk your step down this ladder as you're stepping down. So right up to the side of the ladder, I'm just going to give this trolley back to you, because you'll need it once you get up to the main zipline. Just 1 second. There you are. You can put it here and then right over your shoulder.
take the left one to get to the bottom.
Alright, help you out. Same thing. So feet on that second step. Grab onto this part of the ladder and stand up straight.
Alright, same thing, reach through the black straps there for this bar, and then stand up. And then if you step up one more
Cool.
step.
Just walk your step down. Same thing. I'm going to get this trolley to you.
Alright. And I'll give you this for the next run.
Alright, and then just put that right over your shoulder. Switch you all with you now. Just go on through the gate right here. You'll make the left at the bottom of the stairs. Go ahead, have a seat until you get everybody down. Cool. To the main line.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take the left at the bottom and strike the toes there so that the top is there.
That way.
You took off. I just saw your feet.
Because I think there's a lot of speed right there, and it's like, oh my god, I'm not stopping to shade. And I had a flash.
I'm trying to get you.
Like, do they?
Did you like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Condors are huge when you see them.
Really?
Giant. The wingspan
Say
is
we
7
end up.
feet.
You say we would end up. I don't remember. It's roar something. I'll ask this lady.
The snore and roar.
Yes, snore and
It's
roar.
always something with them.
Was it like, does it sound serious?
Dude, he's like, I got something crazy to tell you. I don't even know.
Hold on, I'm so tired. I hate the edge.
Dang it, answer now. What happened? Who? She's what? You just made me sick to my stomach. What are you gonna do? You're stoked. What? She's keeping it? Damn, I'm about to be a godfather. Alright, I'll have to call you when I get in my truck later and we'll talk about this. Alright. Later. Yeah.
Is he happy?
Yeah. He's still in school. She's a year older than me. He's a senior. She's cool. She's like my cousin. But I don't know how to with her. She's going with everyone.
What's he gonna do? How pregnant?
I don't know.
His life is over.
Yeah.
Does he know that?
Yeah.
What is he gonna do when he does it?
I don't know. He really doesn't. He's like a maybe seven.
Alright, everyone made it. That's good. You guys can follow me into this first step right here.
Oh my god, that's like maybe five.
As you enter, just watch your step. I'll get the rope out of your way right there as well. Right? You can take it forward on your feet if you would like.
We need the hay and the horses.
Exactly. We will will be passing by a giant hay barn, so you will be getting your fair share of hay. And if you guys would like to stand up at any point, you're more than welcome to. I just ask that you at least hold on to something, preferably the metal or the wood. We will be doing some off-roading uphill and downhill in the dirt, so again, keep that in mind. Usually it's a good idea to just hold on tight. Driver, you're clear when ready. And again, if you want, you can place the trolley on the ground so you don't have to worry about it. It's up to you though.
Stand up and watch.
It will accompany you at every point of this tour. Now, how was that for everyone?
That was good.
Bad, right? Usually the worst part of people is going to be the braking system. On this first one, there's kind of that split second of not knowing whether you're going to actually stop or not. We don't like to tell you because we do like to watch your reaction when you hit our touch box.
Oh, there they are now.
Now, it's going to be a lot nicer for you though on our main line. If you can imagine on this one, you are accelerating to the point where we force you to stop. On our main line, you will be losing a lot of that engine speed towards the last quarter to it does see you glide a little gently into the braking system. So that's what you're worried about. The worst is already behind you. Obviously, you're going to be going over twice as fast on our main line though. On this one, you're only going about 18 to 22. It seems a lot faster.
How fast on
About 40 to 55. Yep. But obviously we have this tour in place for that guest monitoring, but it's like this one, like much worse cases do. Unfortunately for mammals, but then about the flying fox, they're just too heavy to fly. Those trolleys that you guys are carrying around are about 10 pounds. That is not even as heavy as one elephant. One elephant molar can weigh upwards of 12 pounds. Yeah, there's a reason why we can't fly. Now we do have our herd of African elephants on our passenger side here. We have a few yards for our elephants, that's why you'll see it kind of broken up right now. We just got our 1,300 back. We did have 7 to begin with that we got from Swaziland. Looks like one of them just wallowing in the dirt over there. It's kind of funny how clumsy the little elephants are though. They think they're a lot smaller than they actually are, so when they roll around they're not as graceful as they look like. But we had our alpha male auto just back in the he was the best at what he did here in that department. And as soon as we sent him away on loan, we started having problems breeding our elephants. We did have another male, or we did, I should say we did. So he doesn't get nearly as much time like now that Bob is back, but his name is Michelle. He just wasn't as attractive as the lady. But Mabu is the largest male that we've ever had. He's about 12.8 thousand pounds. See that bridge that we just passed under? It's about 13 feet. We passed under pretty easily. He's about 12 feet over the shoulder, so he's roughly the size of this shoulder. Obviously, to get that size, elephants eat about 4 to 6% of their entire body weight every single day. That's their main form of defense, primarily out in the wild, other than having really thick skin and tusks and trunks to protect themselves. If they can outgrow all their predators, they're going to get off that menu even sooner. Obviously, if you see an antelope next to an elephant, you know which one the predators are focused on. So obviously, we have to have a place for all of their food. Coming up on our driver's side, you can kind of see it kind of peeking out right there, is our hay barn. Now at full capacity, this hay barn holds about 1,600 bales of hay. That is not even a full month's supply for our animals here. They'll probably get a nice load of hay as well. Now we do have 3 types of grasses here. We have alfalfa, Sudan, and Bermuda grasses, with alfalfa being by far the favorite for our elephants. It's sweeter, has higher protein content. They can pick it out 100% of the time amongst the other grasses as well. Now we go through roughly 2 to 3 shipments for our hay barn there, which equates to about $150,000 every month and depends on all of our animals here. That's not including guests and employees. That's just our collection of animals. Now the reason we have to spend that much money every month is because of these gates not necessarily doing what we would have hoped they would have done. These are called deer gates. They are posted all throughout our lands here to separate certain areas and to kind of become an added line of defense against our local population of California mule deer. Now, even with all the gates posted throughout our lands, mule deer eat about 10% of all of our food. They're not even part of our collection. They live in the native habitat, but we're not too concerned with the food aspect. We just want to make sure they're not transmitting any diseases to our collection of animals. Obviously, if you can imagine, animals from Asia and Africa are going to have a harder time dealing with diseases endemic to America and vice versa. But so far, there hasn't been any outbreaks, so this population of mule deer is relatively healthy. Also appreciate considering they do kind of roam the entirety of the park, especially when the sun goes down. Now, another our garden on our passenger side. So that is because there are a lot of meatier plants in this garden. You aren't going to see a lot of leafy plants, only a few species of leafy plants, but you're going to see a lot of cacti, succulents, even some palm species. A lot of plant and platinum species that are really adapted to that little temperature that they get out there. They're oxygenated quite well. Pacific green is quite phenomenal. Now, sometimes the cacti do get toppled over because we do have our Santa Ana woods that come through the valley here. Not too big of a deal for the cactus. They can actually reroot themselves into the ground if they topple over. So unless they're in direct way of the road and we can reach out to them over, we let them do their own thing. As soon as they hit the ground, they also become a nice home for vermin and reptiles. So we want them to have their nice homes. Now, you can walk through all of these gardens. As you can see here, there are some of the highest elevation points in the garden. You can walk there. There are benches, little picnic areas. We just want to bring you today. It's a nice quiet area out in the garden. Obviously, you guys are going to be going a little bit higher than that since you chose the right line. If you notice, we're not really going downhill at all. We're about halfway altitude-wise to where we're going to end up being. And again, if you saw the helium balloon earlier today, the giant second sun out there, we're going to be about just above them altitude-wise. So, a lot of fun with that. We'll get the nerves flowing now. Now as we pass by the second deer gate, we are going to be entering the back acreage, about 800 acres of what is called California Coastal State Road. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but it is one of the most endangered habitats in the country. This is also where the mule deer live, so if you see any deer on this side, the gate, this is perfect. This is where it's supposed to be. Now it takes intensity and pressure to burst the sage-grouse seed pods and get this first gun of wind, and that's why it's struggling, because it takes fire pretty much. Spread. Now if you're from the area, you know just how effective we are at stopping wildfires in Southern California, so it's important that we have the 800 acres set up to the side. Now on our passenger side, these two aviaries are very, very dear to us as well, and no one really gets to see them. If you look through the trees, you're going to notice these two aviaries right here. These are called our California condor minions. Now, just like the name suggests, they are condos for condors. They are one of the main breeding areas for the California condor. You can see a few of them here as well. These trees are places that they don't get used to seeing our faces every day. People were the main reason why their number was so low. Back in the 1980s, there were 22 California condors on the planet. That's less than most classrooms nowadays. So if you can imagine one classroom on the entire planet, that's about how many California condors there were left on the planet. This is our long-term holding over here. So if we're doing any renovations with a certain habitat, we'd like to set the animals over here. Less than that far, left-hand corner, the white animals are called the attics. They actually prefer to live. We did put vegetation in there, but they decided to eat up all of the shrubs and tend to chew the bark off all the trees. So they tend to be very happy with this dirt, which is where they're from. They're in a very desolate region. Wouldn't be too now I talked about the California condors. Over 435 years, and that was mainly just from teaching them how to survive without living near people. They would rely on easy meals to us, but that would in turn. Now, as you guys enjoy this little video, yes, this is kind of where the smile starts to get a little bit nervous. You guys are going to be again flying at roughly 65 miles per hour. Fly at. Now you're going to be flying over our Asian plains, and then after the first wall, you're going to be in Central Asia. After that wall, you're going to be in East Africa. You're going to be seeing a lot of different antelope, deer, and cattle species.
We have enough time.
Oh yeah. You are going pretty fast, but it's such a wide open area, you'll get a nice view of all the animals. A lot of people think it's going to be over like that. Trust me, you will be able to see them. But I want to point out two species in particular, two rhino species that you're going to be seeing. Now, if you haven't even seen this Asian plains habitat, which you probably wouldn't unless you come on this tour, caravans, or cart safari, you may not even know that we have a new species of rhino. You may have only seen our black rhinos and our southern white rhinos, which you can see from the tram, but we do have our greater one-horned rhinos of Asia. They look like they have armor plating because of their skin folds, and obviously they get their name because they have one horn instead of the two, which is traditional amongst most other rhino species. But I point out our rhinos not only because they tend to pique people's interest, but because they're also one of the more sensitive animals down there. They only see about 15 feet in front of them. That's just how rhinos are as a species. They're essentially blind. But to make up for that, the rhinos in Asia, if they face their ears towards us, they can hear us no problem from all the way down there. They can hear about 200 to 300 meters away. It's ridiculous how amazing their hearing. So that brings me to my next point. If you guys do need to scream, let's keep it internal. Please no screaming on the lines. If the rhinos do get spooked from screaming, they do have the tendency to roam around and try to spook the other animals, and we'll have a full-on stampede on our hands if that happens. If you need to cry quietly to yourself, that's perfectly fine. To be honest, whether you are wearing glasses or not, the wind's probably going to make your eyes water anyways, so no one will know why you're crying. You can just blame it on the wind. That's perfectly fine. We'll keep these animals nice and happy down there. But in terms of safety for you guys, we're entering the most dangerous part of the tour here, the stairs. I can guarantee that you won't fall on our main line. I cannot guarantee the same for the stairs here. They're very steep and narrow, and the dirt from the trip doesn't help with the traction. So please, as you guys are heading down the stairs, use those handrails. You can hand your trolley over to your driver trailer here. Feel free to do so. Again, this is where we tend to lose people. So please take your time. We don't want you to get hurt. And once you're safely on the ground, you can follow me along the driver's side. Thank you. Thank you. And again, as you guys are flying over this, just keep in mind, everything that we do here, we wouldn't even be able to have without your guys' support. Not many people realize that we're entirely not for profit, so just by entering these gates, going on this tour, you're helping us start the extinction. So I just want to say thank you. It's also not a bad view of the park. One of the best. I'm not sure if that caravan's trying to get around the rhino, but if the rhino doesn't want to move down there, there's really nothing much you can do.
Can you see him?
That's kind of
In between the trees here.
Right there?
That's why it's very important for the caravan to always be ahead of schedule, because if something like that happens, not much you can really do. Just wait for it to get bored. But the rhinos do have the tendency to flock towards our caravans because they have the opportunity to feed them apples. So as you guys are flying, I would keep an eye out for any caravan safaris, any watering holes. It is a bit of a warmer day. It's at least starting to get a bit warmer. So our rhinos in particular are going to start to want to wallow, which is pretty much them trying to swim out in the pools over there. Now I know we had a lovely time up here, but in just a second I'm actually going to abandon you for a couple minutes. I'm going to fly down first and become part of your landing crew, as well as our coworker Emily, who is waiting down there as well for us. I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of Taylor here. He's very knowledgeable about the animals. He got you up here safely. He'll get you down nice and safely as well. And it usually helps people feel a little better to have me be the guinea pig down the line first anyways. And I am willing to do that for you guys. She called.
on fourth?
Yeah, she called me. Yeah. Now, I would recommend not tunnel visioning. A lot of people have the tendency to stare at the line to see where they're going to be going, but you will have animals all around you. So keep in mind, look to your left, look to your right, look underneath you as well. Again, caravans and watering holes are usually the best spots to catch our rhinos as well. We also have a couple in the separate enclosures right in front of us. One of them with the 2 shade structures, and then the other one with a little swimming pool. In the one with the swimming pool, we have our alpha male bopu. you'll tell him apart from the others because he's the only fully grown Greater One Horn Rhino without much of a horn. He didn't like when we put a cast on his fractured horn when he was younger, and he's become accustomed to not only shedding off the cast, but now he scrapes off his horn every time it gets longer. So it's like, it's made out of keratin, same thing as your fingernails, so it's almost like a nail file. He just prefers it that way. But I hope you guys have a lovely flight, and I will see you in a couple of minutes. See you.
All right, everybody. Who would like to be? We have everybody's groups of 2, right? We have our first 2 groups of 2. Come on up to the gate, whatever. Doesn't matter to me, whatever you guys want to do. So kind of my first person. Come
now
on
there's
out.
one
First
behind
you
him.
guys.
The other one moved, but the other one.
Going.
I don't know. They don't know where they're going.
Yeah, the next person come on.
That's a long ride.
Yeah, it's still going.
You guys take a seat.
Neat. We'll get to see some stuff. See where the platform is.
That time was Brandon.
Oh,
just getting
over
to the
there?
bottom,
Wow.
So that'll
Yeah.
give you
See
kind of an
that.
approximate
Yeah.
time how long to expect this. So whoever comes out
I'm
next
like
is going to be on the last step on the end. So if you want to be there, I'll have you come out next. Gonna hook this onto your harness. Follow you down.
I think we have to wait for them to go down so we can go next, so we have a while.
Watch your head as you go standing or put your head behind the handlebar, just like you do. Perfect. Right here. Go ahead, take a seat. Oh. Take your hands off. Cross my shoulders, and then you all set.
Flight complete. Taylor, this is your Greater One Horn Rhinos are in Central Asia, using each other as headrests in the pool. And when they land, there are a lot of giraffes up near the top.
And of course, sounds good. So again, as Brandon said, there's going to be giraffes towards the landing at the top of the hill, so just look out for them. As well, kind of in the center, or the middle of your flight, I should say, there's going to be some rhinos kind of hanging out in the pool, so just things to look out for as you are climbing. So you'll be right here. Take a seat now.
Flying sure could be like that.
So I'll just give you guys a quick reminder of things to do while you're flying. Just 2 things you have to worry about, very simple. Firstly, just make sure these black straps here will be holding onto these with both of your hands at all times. And before you hit the brakes at the bottom of the zip line, just make sure that your legs are uncrossed and about shoulder width apart, okay? Before we get you going, I'll check in with Brandon, make sure he's ready for you guys. We got lines 1 through 4, so ready for launch. And
Cash lock contact launch purposes for 1 through 4 name.
and 4, 10 1. Alright, you guys ready? Sweet. So first thing, we're going to go on the count of 3 for each person, but before we go, I'm just going to unclip you all under your arms, so if you just pardon the reach. We're not going anywhere just yet. And we're actually going to start on this right side of the tower, and I'll work my way over, okay? So you guys are going to be first to go.
This is like $1 million view.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, ready, 3, 2, and ready, 3, 2. Alright, so you guys get to pick which side
say?
Do you have a preference?
No, doesn't matter.
Okay, put you on this side. Go a little bit closer to the big field enclosures. Just have to see.
I'll try to catch you in it.
You're gonna catch me.
I'll try. I could at least try to get you in the camera either.
Uh-huh.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. Whoever comes out first is going to be on that last step on the end, so I'll leave that up to you guys.
Ready?
Yeah,
Whoever
you
that
can go
wants to
first.
do, you can come on out now.
Go ahead.
I'll just get you all hooked up. I'll probably just be hanging out up here for a second while they get off the zip line. Just because there's only 2 of you and they're getting 4 of them down, so we'll give them a minute. But in the meantime, you'll just get right up on here, on this top step. Perfect. Go ahead and take a seat. There you go. Alright, you are all set. If you're ready, ma'am, come on in. Right next to the ground, okay, you can just take a seat. Perfect. And we'll just hang out here for a minute. Not the worst spot to take a seat in the park. This is going to be kind of the highest point, so pretty amazing. And then again, you probably already got this, but you're already doing it. Just make sure to hold on to the black straps during your flight, leg shoulder width apart upon landing. That's all you got to worry about. Just enjoy otherwise. But looks like quite a few animals are going to be towards the watering holes. Would be my best suggestion for things to look out for.
You ever have any of the condors get free here? Or do you let them free?
We do let them free, not here though. Our drop sites are kind of around Baja California. Actually, the Grand Canyon is one area. Not exactly here though.
We saw one on the Indian reservation.
Oh, you saw some in the what?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I've never actually seen it. That's pretty. You're pretty lucky if you see them.
The Paragon Association, Paragon Foundation, they had a person tracking
Nice.
really great.
Yeah, all the ones basically that have been bred in captivity, including ours, they get tagged and tracked and checked up on. So it's probably what they do. They made a really good comeback.
Disappointed with the tram. They didn't talk about the animals and their breeds.
Really?
Specialties, they kept slamming us with the rhino.
So rhino
Yeah.
conservation.
Yeah, once is fine. Twice is okay, but
They were kind of overdoing the
keep
rhinos.
feeding us with it. Enough is enough.
Yeah. I can see that. It's like our main animal, but there's definitely a lot more.
Yeah. I'd like to know the difference between the antelopes. And
Yeah.
they really didn't say which area we were in. And
Perfect,
for
perfect
Mom.
timing. Alright, I'm just going to check in down below real quick. Looks like they might be ready for us. Alright, we got lines 3 and 4. They're ready for launch in.
Thank you.
10 4, stand by for launch. Alright, are the 2 of you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. So I'll make you guys go almost at the exact same time. I'll try my best. First things first, I'm going to unclip you just so you're ready to go. We'll go on the count of 3, so you know exactly when you're going to go. Alright. Do you want to be first or second?
First.
First? Alright. You're brave. Alright then, we're going to go on the count of 3. Have a good time, alright? Ready, 3, 2, and 1. Ready, 3, 2,
get to see a little bit.
It was fun.
Cool. Have you ever been on a zipline before this one?
No. Well, actually, yeah.
Oh, okay, like a little one?
Yeah.
Did you see our two rhinos wallowing together?
Cool to be
Yeah.
It's like one of them is
Put your
using
feet
the
on
other
the
as a
second
headrest.
step and then put your arms up like this behind your head through those straps. Perfect grab and stand. There you go. They just went down the
Like they
hill.
just went down the hill.
Alright, go ahead and step down to the right. I'll grab your try and hand it to you for your survival
The
photo.
plus is that these animals have a lot of space, but the con is that we don't always know where they're going to be. I'll hand you this trolley one more
Put
time.
this
to
over your
save
shoulder,
me
there you
for
go,
the
and then they'll take a
survival
photo. We'll carry them up for you.
Proof that you made it.
Oh, let me turn off your head.
And then after the photo, we'll take it off again for you.
Bye.